Hi everyone, welcome to ESL Tutor for All. Today we're diving deep into the 8 parts of speech, the absolute building blocks of the English language. It's crucial for anyone looking to seriously boost their spoken and written English skills. In this video, we'll break down each of the 8 parts of speech. We'll learn how they work individually and how they work together to create meaning. These concepts are super relevant in your daily conversations, whether you're chatting with friends or in a professional setting. First up, nouns. These are the words that name people, places, things, or ideas and concepts. Here are some examples of nouns. For people, this can be a teacher, Maria, or my brother. For places, this can be a city, my home, or Portugal. For things, this can be a car, an apple, or a chair. For ideas or concepts, this can be things like freedom, knowledge, or happiness. Noun as the subject. It tells us who or what is doing the action. For example, the dog barks. Dog is the subject in the sentence. Noun as the object. It tells us who or what receives the action. For example, she reads a book. Book is the object. Next, we have pronouns. Replace nouns to help us avoid repetition and make our language flow more smoothly. Imagine saying, Maria loves Maria's dog, and Maria takes Maria's dog for walks. It sounds repetitive, right? Instead, we say, Maria loves her dog. She takes it for walks. She and her replaces Maria, and it replaces dog. Much better. Here are some common types of pronouns, personal pronouns, such as I, me, you, he, him, she, her, we, us, they, them. Demonstrative pronouns. They point out specific things. For example, this. Is this jacket yours? Is this yours? That. Can you hand me that book? Can you hand me that? These. I really like these flowers. I really like these. Those. Those cookies look delicious. Those look delicious. Possessive pronouns. They show ownership. Mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs. Reflexive pronouns. They refer back to the subject. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. Here are some examples of reflexive pronouns in a sentence. I taught myself how to play the guitar. You should be proud of yourself for finishing the marathon. He built the entire model airplane himself. She bought herself a new dress for the party. We cooked dinner for ourselves instead of ordering takeout. Adjectives. Adjectives are the descriptive words. They give us more information about noun or pronouns' qualities, quantities, or characteristics. Use adjectives to make your descriptions pop. Think about the phrase, the vibrant red apple. Vibrant and red are adjectives telling us more about the apple. Without them, it's just the apple, which isn't nearly as interesting. Multiple adjectives. When you use multiple adjectives to describe one noun, there's a general order we follow. The general order is opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. For example, my beautiful, large, old, round, red Italian wooden table. Beautiful is an opinion. Large is the size of the table. Old describes the age. Round is the shape. Red describes the color of the table. Italian is the origin. And wooden is the material that the table is made of. Table is the noun we are describing. Create your own sentences using this general order for multiple adjectives and type them in the comment section below. Verbs. Verbs are the powerhouse of the sentence. There are 3 main types of verbs: dynamic or action verbs. They show observable actions, such as run, jump, sing. Stative verbs. They express states or conditions, such as know and love. Auxiliary verbs, also known as helping verbs. Here are the auxiliary verbs: be, have, do. They are studying for an exam. I have finished all my homework. They did not understand. Check out our playlist of verbs. We cover all 16 English tenses using different verbs. We talk about usage, sentence structure, and we also provide examples. Link is in the description box below. Modal verbs. Modal verbs show capability or possibility. Can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would, ought. Phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are combined with a preposition, adverb, or sometimes both. For example, to break down, which means to stop functioning or working. My car broke down on the way to work this morning. To take off, which means to leave the ground and begin to fly. The plane will take off in 20 minutes. Adverbs. They modify verbs, adjectives, or even other adverbs. Modifying a verb. For example, she runs quickly. Quickly tells us how she runs. Modifying an adjective. For example, he is very tall. Very intensifies tall. Modifying another adverb. For example, she ran quite quickly. Quite modifies quickly. Prepositions. Prepositions indicate time, location, or direction. For instance, the cat is under the table. Under shows the cat's location relative to the table. We will meet at noon. At indicates a specific time. He walked his dog across the street. Across indicates the direction of the walking action. Conjunctions. Conjunctions are like the glue of grammar. They link words, phrases, or clauses. There are 3 main types. Coordinating conjunctions. Connect words or independent clauses of equal importance. And, but, or, nor, for, so, yet. For example, I wanted to go for a walk, but it started to rain. Correlative conjunctions work in pairs to connect equivalent elements. Either, or, neither, nor, both, and. For example, both the teacher and the students enjoyed the trip. Subordinating conjunctions introduce dependent clauses showing a relationship of dependence. Although, because, since, as, though, whereas, while. For example, he continued to work on the project even though he felt exhausted. Finally, we have articles. Clarify noun references and provide specificity in communication. Ever wondered when to say a book versus the book? Articles hold the answer. There are 2 types. We have the definite article. The is used for specific nouns that are already known to the listener or reader. For example, the cat sat on the mat. We know which cat and which mat. We also have the indefinite articles. A and an are used for non-specific nouns. For example, I saw a dog in the park. Any dog, not a specific one. It is important to remember that the indefinite article a is used before words that start with a consonant. And an is used before words that start with a vowel sound. For example, an apple. I put an apple on the table. Any apple was put on the table, not a specific one. There you have it, the 8 parts of speech. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends who are learning English, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable grammar tips and insights. Please comment below if you would like to see videos on each part of speech in more detail or any other videos you would like to see on our channel. Your support and suggestions help us create more content for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.